What if I told you that one of Europe's most popular small cars is about to come back completely reimagined, and it might be smarter, sharper, and more efficient than some entry-level car sold in the US right now? Today, we're diving into the all-new 2026 Renault Clio 6. Welcome back to Motorscope, your source for tomorrow's cars. Today, if you're into upcoming car tech, future designs, and global models that could influence what you'll eventually see on American roads, you're in the right place. And stick around until the end, because we're breaking down whether this new Clio could ever make sense for US drivers or if it stays a Europe-only icon. The Renault Clio has always been one of Europe's best-selling compact hatchbacks, and the upcoming 6th generation is expected to push that legacy even further. While Renault hasn't officially revealed everything yet, early expectations and industry leaks suggest a major redesign that leans heavily into electrification, modern tech, and a more premium feel overall. Let's start with the exterior. The 2026 Clio is expected to evolve into a more aggressive and sculpted design compared to the current model. Think sharper LED lighting signatures, a wider stance, and a front fascia that borrows styling cues from Renault's newer electric lineup. The goal seems clear: make the Clio look less like an entry-level hatchback and more like a compact, urban tech car, in a market where even small cars are expected to look premium. Renault is clearly stepping up its game. Expect flush surfaces, aerodynamic shaping, and possibly hidden rear door handles to clean up the profile. Inside, the transformation could be even more dramatic. The current Clio already has one of the better interiors in its class, but the Clio 6 is expected to poach closer to what you'd find in a lower-end luxury vehicle. A larger dual-screen setup is likely, with a fully digital instrument cluster and a central infotainment display running Renault's latest software system. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto should be standard, along with improved voice controls and over-the-air updates. Materials are also expected to take a step up: softer touch points, more sustainable fabrics, and cleaner dashboard design could make the cabin feel less cluttered and more modern. Even though it's still a compact hatchback, the focus will likely be on maximizing space efficiency, especially for rear passengers and cargo. Now let's talk performance, because this is where things get interesting. The Renault Clio 6 is expected to double down on electrification. Entry-level versions will likely continue with a small turbocharged petrol engine, but the real focus is expected to be on hybrid technology. Renault has been aggressively expanding its e-tech hybrid systems, so expect a refined full hybrid setup that balances fuel efficiency with smooth city driving. Some reports also suggest a possible mild electric or even fully electric variant depending on the market. If that happens, the Clio could effectively sit between traditional compact cars and full EVs, making it a flexible option for urban drivers who aren't ready to fully commit to electric. On the road, the Clio has always been known for being light, nimble, and easy to drive, and the 6th generation is expected to continue that formula. Don't expect sports car performance, but do expect excellent fuel economy, responsive steering, and a suspension tuned for comfort over long commutes. Technology and safety are also getting a major boost. Expect a full suite of driver assistance systems, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, and possibly semi-autonomous highway driving features in higher trims. Parking assistance and a 360-degree camera system could also make city driving much easier, especially in tight European streets. Now, the big question for our US viewers: price and availability. The Clio is not currently sold in the United States, and realistically, the 2026 Clio 6 is unlikely to officially launch in the US market. If it did, it would likely be positioned as a budget-friendly subcompact, potentially competing with entry-level models like the Nissan Versa or Kia Rio used. In Europe, pricing is expected to remain competitive, likely starting in the mid-range of the super mini segment, with hybrid models costing more depending on trim and features. So while Americans probably won't be walking into dealerships to buy one, the Clio still matters. Why? Because designs, tech features, and hybrid systems like this often influence future global platforms, including vehicles that do reach the US under different badges. So here's the verdict. The 2026 Renault Clio 6 looks like it's shaping up to be a smarter, more refined, and more efficient evolution of an already proven formula. Its biggest strengths will likely be fuel economy, city-friendly size, modern tech, and a surprisingly upscale interior for its class. On the downside, it may not offer the excitement or power some drivers want. And for US audiences, the biggest disappointment is simple: you probably won't get it. Still, as a global small car, it represents where the industry is heading: electrified, digital, and efficiency-focused without losing everyday usability. This has been Motorscope, your source for tomorrow's cars, today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And here's a question for you. If Renault officially brought the Clio 6 to the US, would you choose it over compact cars like the Corolla or Civic? Or is the American market just too different for a car like this to succeed?